Well, it's gonna come up something when it comes up. It ain't in there yet. Yeah, Sonia's here. Porcelana's here. Johan is here. Rain is here.
Jim came. Jim.
Yeah.
You need to leave more.
There's Jim.
It's not coming in yet. Later, 6 minutes ago. Okay. I keep refreshing. It's. Oh, where's it gonna? I have it on Streetwear Live. Where's it? Oh, so what channel will it show up on? No, that's gone.
Hello.
Yeah, that one's gone.
You're stressing yourself
No,
out.
only 6 minutes. Oh, it's not popping in Streetwear Live. Hey! You know where we at?
That's right.
James Street. Doing wonderfully.
Awesome.
Great.
Excellent. Finally got the sound working.
Yay!
Yay.
Kind of jokey.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, for dinner or lunch?
Mangrel.
Monday.
That's been a long time.
Budo didn't have a porch. He had a Porsche. Oh. Porch.
No, I don't believe it.
Right, no.
No. A dream, it's a dream. They got a damn pickup truck, that's what they got.
Who's going first?
I will
Why
Lisa!
not?
Yay, Lisa!
if you
My
want
heroine!
Yeah.
Ah,
My heroine!
to get it open.
hey, Lisa!
Yay, Lisa! Hey, Randy.
Andy's here. Okay. Oh, where are they?
Oh, see.
Ooh, pretty looking outfit.
Thank you very much.
Sexy.
When is a nurse an artist?
There's artist.
When?
When she's drawing blood.
Drawing blood.
Where's the best place? Where's the best place to get a kidney transplant?
Oh my God, where?
Oregon.
That's cute.
You know, and I was going to tell you all a rumor about germs, but I was afraid it might spread.
Got it already, so don't worry.
We're already infected.
Where
Your laughter's infectious.
where does a bee wait for a ride?
Where?
At the bus stop.
The bus stop. Oh.
I thought for sure Honey was coming in there somewhere.
That's bee You know what? That's bee shit. So the next time you call someone honey, you're literally calling them bee shit.
Well, that puts a new spin on relationships, doesn't it?
No, but actually it's good. So if you really don't like someone, just continue to call them honey.
That's right.
Isn't that right, hon? Okay. What kind of train needs a tissue?
What kind?
And that choo-choo train.
Choo-choo train.
Oh, choo.
Choo-choo train.
Oh, that's just too cute.
That's too cute. Honey.
You know what?
Good one, Jim.
Why didn't the mummy have any friends?
Oh, why? That's sad.
I know, she was too wrapped up in herself.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
So, y'all know I'm from New England, even though we don't say y'all.
Yeah.
But
They don't know.
We do.
not much. In New England, there are 3 types of llamas.
Oh.
One llama is the Tibetan spiritual leader.
Mhm.
2 llamas are South American pack animals, and 3 llama is a triple-decker fire in Southie.
That's a three llama.
3 llama. It's a 3 llama.
Oh.
And Hot Kids is Southie. Now Southie is South Boston, and Southie. That's the Irish section, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm from Western New York. I'm from Buffalo, so I might get this wrong. So, how do kids in Southie learn to say the alphabet?
Oh.
Oh.
Fucking A, fucking B, fucking C.
I think you're pronouncing that right.
That's a good one. I like that
That's funny.
Where do bad rainbows go?
Where?
They go to Prism. It's a light.
I used to shop there.
Really, it's a light sentence and gives them time to reflect.
That's good.
That's cute.
Okay. I gotta find one more. One or a couple more. Okay. About 100 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
How long ago?
Everyone owned a horse.
Right?
And only the wealthy owned cars.
Okay.
Hey,
So today, everybody has a car, and only the wealthy have horses.
that's
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah.
Is there a joke in there somewhere?
Well,
No,
actually,
not really.
No, it's just a truth.
Yeah.
horse owners are poor.
I'm feeling enlightened.
I have a feeling we're gonna
So-
need it worse soon. Yeah.
And this will be my last one. This will give you something. Oh, wait. I'm going to do two then. I'm going to two. So one cigarette shortens your life by 2 hours. One bottle of vodka by 3 hours.
And I'm dead.
And one work day by 8 hours.
That's you.
Oh, one work day. Uh-huh.
Mhm.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
And so the last one I'm going to tell you is a camel can work 10 days without drinking.
Oh my.
I can drink 10 days without working. And that's all I gotta say.
Yay!
Thank you
That's a
very
good
much.
Yes.
Hey, Lucy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice routine. Take it on the road.
Amazing.
That was amazing.
Very good.
Y'all, Boudreaux, Thibodeau, and Claude, they all died.
Oh no.
Yeah, they keep dying.
Believe it or not, they all went to heaven.
No way.
Yep.
Hard to believe that one.
Don't believe it.
Now, St. Peter was there to meet him at the gates. He
Uh-huh.
welcomes them in. He says, there ain't no rules here. Except, I think I told y'all this one a few weeks ago. Don't touch my ducks.
Oh.
And the man, all three of them, they all say, okay, ain't gonna touch the ducks. They head through the gates. Now one day Claude, he's walking by and he sees the ducks. And immediately his instincts kick in and he goes over there to touch the duck.
Uh-oh.
Now y'all know coon asses, we like duck. Mainly we like shooting them and eating them, but you know, we'll pet them too. Now about that time, St. Peter come flying out of nowhere, grabs Claude by the back of his neck, takes him away and marries him. Not to the devil, not to St. Peter, I mean. He marries him to the ugliest woman in hell. No, in heaven. They ain't in hell yet.
Okay.
Let me start that sentence over. St. Peter come flying out of nowhere. He grabs Claude by the back of the neck and marries him to the ugliest woman he has ever seen as punishment for touching the duck. See, that's what happens when I don't follow the script. I fuck up. Now, that was his punishment. Now, Boudreaux and Thibodeau are now reminded by St. Peter, don't touch the ducks. All right, so one day Thibodeau, of course, he sees the ducks. He grabbed a shotgun and he shot them.
Ah.
Oh.
Yeah, they got guns in heaven. Again,
Yeah.
St. Peter come flying out in a furious rage, and he marries him to an even uglier woman.
Oh no.
Now, Bill sees all this. He swears he will never, ever, ever touch one of those damn ducks. Now, a little while later, a couple weeks maybe, Boudreaux's walking around, enjoying heaven, minding his own business. And St. Peter come flying out of nowhere and marry Boudreaux to the most beautiful woman you have ever laid your eyes on. Now, Boudreaux, he can't believe this. He asks his new bride, he says, how you got here with him, his wife? How he got so lucky? Well, wife says, I don't know how you got here, but all I did was touch one of the goddamn ducks.
At least they consider him.
And all this time I thought Boudreaux was probably a good looking fella.
I did too. I was imagining something real handsome, but no.
Yeah,
Not anymore.
guess we was wrong.
Funny.
Alright, I'm gonna do one more. Alright. One day, no, I told y'all this one. I know I did. I remember. So I'm gonna
We
try
have
to
short-
swap it out for
short
this
memory,
one.
Whatever it's called.
Y'all, Boudreaux, he had him a surgery
That's what I
done.
can't remember.
Short recall.
Surgery. He was waking up in the recovery room. He opened up his eyes and he seen Marie standing right next to him. And he said, man, you look so beautiful. Love you. And he drifts back off into his, coma or sleep, whatever the hell. Now that made Marie feel really, really good, as you can imagine. So she was happy. Now a little while later, he woke up again, looked over at Marie. He says, you sure is cute. Love you. He turns around, he falls back asleep. Now Marie is a little disappointed this time. She says, hey, what the hell happened to Beautiful? Boudreaux said, well, I guess the drugs is wearing off. Better call the nurse.
That little bastard.
The morphine.
Be like that sometime, y'all. Drugs, man, make you see some shit. Alright, I'll do one more.
Yeah. Put you in the grave.
Alright, this goes way back. Back when Thibodeau and Clotilde was just, seeing each other,
Ooh.
as the kids say today. Seeing each other. Well, that's what they said when I was a
When they was
teenager.
kids?
I don't know what the hell they say nowadays.
I don't either.
Say we're
Back then, they were sitting out on the back porch. One evening, sitting on the back porch, when Thibodeau spotted one of his bulls in the back doing the nasty with one of the cows.
Ooh.
Because they got a cow pasture behind the house.
That's what the
course.
bull's for. They got a
Nope.
bull.
Now, this kind of put ideas in Thibodeau's head. So he started rubbing up on Clotilde. And he says, he whispers in her ear, he says, I'd sure like to be doing what that bull is doing right now. Clotilde, without a bat in her eye, without hesitation, she said, well, go ahead. After all, it is your cow.
Oh, no. I knew that was coming.
Yeah, we see a lot of that shit in Texas, I tell you.
Alright, is anybody ready, or y'all want to hear one more of these first?
One more.
One more.
Yeah, go for
Alright.
it.
One more.
Alright, this might be a little bit longer. Take a sip of my sweet tea.
Okay, well, never mind then. No, just kidding.
Yeah. Forget it.
Okay. Alright, one day, Thibodeau walked into the police station because he wants to get a job as a deputy. Because he's been wanting to be a police all his life. So he goes over to Sheriff Boudreaux's desk. He says to the sheriff, I'm here to be a deputy. Boudreaux laughed at him. He says, let's see if you qualify, Thibodeau. Because, everybody knows Thibodeau ain't qualified for no police. So he asked Thibodeau what the first day of the week is. Now, thinking about it, Thibodeau says, well, Monday. Boudreaux says, it's close enough. We'll let you go with that one. And Boudreaux, then he asks him, what are 2 days of the week that begin with T? Thibodeau says, today and tomorrow. Easy. No, still not quite. Not what he was looking for. Boudreaux says, I give it to you. Because technically, you're right. Third question, he said, who shot Abraham Lincoln? Thibodeau just stood there with a blank look on his face, like, how the fuck I'm gonna know that? Boudreaux, he says, well, look, why don't you go home, think about it, come on back tomorrow. We'll finish up tomorrow. So Thibodeau, he goes home, and Clotilde meets him at the door. She says, so did you get the job? Thibodeau says, well, I think I did. They already put me on a murder case. All right, it's open mic time, y'all.
I'll go out.
Who's coming?
Giant, will that
That was me.
Let me get out the way.
Fiddler, Fiddlery.
Hi, y'all. Let's walk above
Yay!
Fiddler.
Yay,
Just push me. I
Fiddler.
just run right through me.
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, I've
Oh,
suggested
I love your shirt there, buddy.
things easier that way.
Nice
No
shirt.
violence.
Good to see a great crowd here tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've got some funny, stupid ones as usual.
Yeah, buddy.
Kitty.
We love those.
And
We-
let's start with this one. When I was little, my grandma gave me $10 and told me not to tell my mom. I told her, I said, it's going to cost you a lot more than that.
Blackmail.
Yeah, learn capitalism right away.
Yeah, teach them young.
A lion wouldn't cheat on his wife, but a tiger would.
The tiger would.
Isn't that the truth?
You know why you never see elephants hiding up in trees?
Why?
Be good.
Because they're really, really good at it. I could not believe the highway department called my dad a thief. But when I got home, all the signs were there.
Yeah.
Did you know that rice is great if you're really, really hungry and you want to eat 2,000 or more of something?
That's right.
Yeah. M&M's better.
Can you imagine a world with no hypothetical situations?
Hypothetically, no.
Just like that
Here's a good question. If you choke a Smurf, what color does it turn?
More blue?
Oh. I've had the chance to choke one. If I got 50 cents for every failed math exam, I'd now have $6.30.
30 cents, huh?
Gleason's laughing. Bank account is empty.
So what if I don't know what Armageddon means? It's not the end of the world. Jesus.
That's funny.
I used to think I was indecisive, but now I'm not so sure.
Yep.
I always take life with a grain of salt, a slice of lemon, and a shot of tequila.
Yay!
There you go. That explains a lot.
Right. Here's another good question. If you don't pay your exorcist, do you get repossessed?
That's a good one.
Do I lose when the cop pulls me over and says papers, and I say scissors?
Maybe.
You'll find out in jail.
Right?
I threw a boomerang a couple years ago. I now live in constant fear. It takes a lot of balls to golf the way I do.
Ooh-wee.
My therapist says I have a preoccupation for revenge. Well, we'll just see about that.
Yeah.
What do you get when you cross a polar bear and a seal?
What?
A polar bear.
Aw, poor
Yeah, you better not cross me this time.
Okay, how many dance instructors does it take to change a light bulb?
How many?
5, 6, 7, 8. What do you call a cow with only 2 legs?
Dad.
Lean beef. This is true. I'm truly obsessed with telling airport jokes. My doctor says it's a terminal problem. And for my last one, I went to the doctor the other day, and he says, I have some good news and I got some bad news. I told him, I said, I can't take any more bad news, just give me the good news. He looked at me and said, they're going to name a disease after you.
I guess that's kind of good.
That's all I got.
Good job, Fiddler.
Hey, Fiddler.
All right.
Those are really good.
All right. Damn it. I don't put my jokes away, y'all. So we got a bowl of mac and cheese. I'm sorry. Yep, good mac and cheese, though. The kind you got to put in the oven. Gets like the little cheesy crust on top. Yeah, not no Kraft shit. Good shit.
Scrape it off so you can read the jokes.
Yeah, I'll push it to the side.
Yeah, something like that.
It'll still be there when I'm finished. Suck my teeth and... Hi, y'all. Boudreaux. Hold on.
Thibodeau.
Boudreaux and Thibodeau were out working the fields one day. Thibodeau had to answer the call of nature. Had to take care of business. Now, as he's doing that, he remarks, he says, I sure wish I had one like my cousin, Luke. He got to hold his with 4 fingers. Boudreaux glances over. He says, Tib, you is holding yours with 4 fingers. Thibodeau says, yeah, but I'm peeing on 3 of them. I don't know how that joke made it. I should have thrown that one away a long time.
Come on, we liked it.
I think the ladies like that one.
Everybody did.
Guys are like, whoa, whoa. Randy's out there?
Yeah, Randy.
Oh, Randy got here.
Randy?
He must be AFK. He's not laughing.
That he ain't got a mic. Alright, Thibodeau was over visiting his friend Boudreaux one day. Boudreaux asked Thibodeau what he had been up to. Thibodeau said, well, I just came back from Lafayette. Boudreaux asked him, what the heck, what you doing in Lafayette? And he says, well, I went up there to buy me a new hunting dog. Boudreaux said, man, but Thibodeau, what's wrong with the hunting dogs from around here? Why you got to go all the way to Lafayette? Thibodeau said, well, this hunting dog can walk on water.
Oh.
And Boudreaux started laughing. He said, Thibodeau, you got fooled. Hunting dog cannot walk on water. There ain't no way. Thibodeau says, man, I'm telling you, Chef, my new hunting dog can walk on water. You want to see? So Boudreaux and Thibodeau go out to the lake with Thibodeau's new hunting dog. Pretty soon, Thibodeau brings down the duck, a duck. And the dog immediately walks across the lake, retrieves the duck, walks back, jumps in the boat. Thibodeau, he turns over to Boudreaux. He says, so what you think about that, Chef? And Boudreaux replies, that dog can't swim, can he? Like good as a hunting dog that can't swim. They got to swim fast, too. Sometimes gators chase them.
Oh, my goodness.
Sometimes.
That joke was amazing.
All right, let's see what we got here. I ain't gonna read that one. All right, Boudreaux, the bartender, asked Hebert, who's sitting at the bar, what do you have, buddy? Abear says, well, I'll have a scotch, please. Boudreaux hands him the drink. He says that'll be $4.60. Which Abear splutters. What you talking about? I don't owe you anything for this beer. Or for this scotch. Now, Pierre, who happens to be a lawyer, sitting nearby, overheard the conversation, and he says to Boudreaux, he says, you know, he got you there. In the original offer, which constitutes a binding contract, upon acceptance, there was no stipulation of remuneration. Now, Boudreaux was singularly unimpressed. He tells Abear, you beat me for a drink, but don't ever let me catch you in my bar again. The Bayou bar is off limits. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I still don't know what the hell happened and why he don't owe it to him, but we're just going to continue on. The next day, Abear again walks into the bar. And Boudreaux, what the hell you want? Why are you in here? Can't believe the audacity. Come back here. Abear smiles. He said, what you talking about? I ain't never been in this place in my life. Boudreaux looks at Abear closely. He says, oh, I'm sorry, but you got this uncanny image. You look just like Abear. Thank you, bartender. Make it a scotch. Did I fuck that up? I did. The fuck? That's too long. I'm not reading it again. I don't know where I fucked up, but I fucked it up.
Don't worry about it. It was funny.
Right.
He's great.
See, seems like I'm not handling the long jokes very well tonight. You ready to come up here?
I'm ready to come up here.
I'm not going to call you My Thrill. I'll call you Mithril. You ready to come up here?
Yeah, I'll come up here.
All right.
All right.
Everybody, let's welcome up Mithril. He's going to tell us
What are
some
you doing
jokes.
up there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Everybody welcome.
And that either he really is from Louisiana or he does a very good accent. I will say that much.
Who, me?
How's everybody doing tonight?
Good.
Anyone out there can do telekinesis or raise my hand? Okay.
Can't do that.
Yeah, so how many people out there in the audience? I don't even know, man. So how many people are from out of towns? Everybody?
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yes.
I don't feel like a foreigner.
Yeah, we're from all out of town. I'm going to do a joke that will probably get me in trouble, but I really don't even give a shit because I wrote it for a friend of mine who would like to who was a man in real life but liked to dress up like a lady. And I wrote this song a number of years ago for him, and he wasn't offended, so you don't have a right to be either. And of course, this song is
Sounds
written.
fair.
This song, of course, is written by the Allman, no, not the Allmen, the Allman Brothers, not the All Men. Well, I mean, they were all men, but I don't think they were all brothers. I'm pretty sure that they were all white. Okay? I mean, although that would be kind of neat if you could have a brother that was white. It's like, I don't know, a black albino. Hey, that'd be kind of great, actually, because, it would please your parents and have a huge schlong. But anyway, so back to the thing. I was writing a song about ketamine. Yeah, ketamine. Special ketamine. Yeah. And it's kind of mean. Yeah, And this song is based on Ramblin' Man by the Allman Brothers. And I'm pretty sure that they weren't. So here we go.
We're nuts.
My half's a girl, but I'm really a man. I'm not too feminine, but doing the best I can. 'Cause when it comes time for peeing, I usually stand. My half's a girl, but I'm really a man. I was approached by a fella down from Georgia, and I round up on the wrong end of his gun. I was born in the backseat, but there's something to discuss, 'cause rolling my way's not for everyone. 'Cause my dad's a girl, but I'm really a man. Well, I'm not too feminine, but I'm doing the best I can. 'Cause when it comes time for leaving, I usually stand. My dad's a girl, but I'm really a man. Well, I was on my way to buy a new dress for me this morning. And of course, all the girls were I, him, and me, and the guys too. But before asking a good time, you better read my bio, Lord, 'cause roll my way is not for everyone like me. Well, I'm a girl, but I'm really a man. Well, I'm not too feminine, but I'm doing the best I can. 'Cause when it comes time for peeing, I usually stand. 'Cause my ass a girl, but I'm really a man. Well, thank you very much. You're too kind. Yeah. I better leave before any
I think you and Randy better get together,
indictment.
that's what I think, yeah.
All right.
Well
Awesome. Big hand for Mithril, or Mithril. Depends on your gender, I guess.
Mithril, yeah, Mithril, but it's Mithril, Mithril.
It's just hard to say. It just is. Call that my speech impediment. Impediment. Alright, y'all, Boudreaux ran into Thibodeau and get on the other day. Boudreaux said, "Hey, Tib, did you get that parrot I sent you the other day?" Thibodeau said, "Oh yeah, Boudin, I got it, and I appreciate it.
Oh, God.
That bird made the best sauce pecan I ever did cook." Kind of surprised. Boudreaux said, "Thibodeau, don't tell me you cooked that parrot. That thing talked 10 different languages." To which Thibodeau, he said, "Well, if that bird was that smart, he should have said something."
I
wonder if a parrot would be good. I guess if I was hungry enough, I'd eat
I
them.
mean, it's a bird, yeah.
If you were hungry,
Yeah, we eat quail,
I mean, we eat
ducks. Ducks ain't got a lot of meat on them. Not really.
oh, they do.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Well, not like
Long
chicken.
Island duck, orange
Yeah.
sauce. Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Yum, yum, yum.
I've shot some wild duck that's just as good, big as a chicken.
Yep.
Okay.
Without the hormones. Yeah. But
Without the home, now there you go.
Without the horny moans?
they didn't go, No, they didn't.
Didn't leave your money again, huh?
All right, I got this one I'm going to tell y'all, but I'm going to wait because I think it's a good one.
Yeah, wait on the good ones. Put those aside.
Instead of that one, I'm going to tell you this one. And it's almost as funny. Boudreaux and Marie. You know they've been married for several years. And like a lot of couples, they got some rough times.
Oh, yeah.
Now, they decided they had to go see one of them marriage counselors, try to work things out, for little Tofield. And when they arrived, the counselor jumped right into it. He said, "What seems to be the problem?" And immediately, Marie started to relate all the bad habits that Boudreaux has. Like, what a bum he is and everything else that was wrong with him. The poor Boudreaux couldn't get a word in at all. After a few minutes of listening to Marie's ranting, the counselor stood up, walked over to Marie, picked her up, and kissed her passionately.
Ooh.
And sat her back down. Marie, speechless, just sat there with a satisfied look on her face. And Boudreaux just looked at that with disbelief. Couldn't believe it. The counselor turns, tells Boudreaux, he said, that is the problem. Your wife needs to have that at least twice a week. Boudreaux says, no problem. Whatever you think. I'll have her here every Tuesday and Thursday. That's comedy night and match game night. Don't need Marie for the night.
I'll bring her by.
We'll see your therapist. That part was unnecessary. All right, this is the one I was going to tell you, but I think somebody else wants to come up here and tell some jokes first. I got a feeling.
I would.
All right, well, come on up, everybody.
I don't know if I
Welcome
can
up.
fit in this beautiful robe. I had to wear this robe because I'm doing ethnic and really dark jokes again, and I don't think that I should. I gotta try to like ward off the evil spirits that hunt me down. Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
At least it won't be recorded forever on YouTube.
Okay, I'm all set. What's the Cuban national anthem, boys and girls? Do you know it?
No.
Row, row, row your boat.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Watching the Olympic track running makes you feel like you witnessed a crime. You hear a gunshot and then you see a whole bunch of black guys hauling ass. What do you get if you cross a Mexican and a black man? Someone who's too lazy to steal.
Oh, jeez.
If I told that joke, they'd be throwing pumpkins at me.
I know it. And then nobody's threw a pumpkin because I got my robe on. Why can't you play
Oh, wait, I got
Uno?
tomatoes.
Okay, that's okay. I can take a tomato. It'll look pretty on my dress. Why can you not play Uno with a Mexican? They steal all the green cards.
Turn.
You know why? Do you know why Mexico does not have an Olympic team? You know why Mexico doesn't have an Olympic team? Because everybody who can run, jump, and swim is already here in the United States.
That is so true.
What would Martin Luther King be if he was white? Alive. You don't know what the little Mexican boy got for Christmas? He got my bike, bastard. My bike. Got my bike. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, a black guy and a Mexican guy opened a restaurant. It's called Nacho Daddy. You know, I'm never going to say Hitler was a great guy, but you know what? He really saved the History Channel.
Wow. Wise digging deep tonight. Keep it up.
Two homeless men are standing around. I'm on to the dark ones now, boys and girls, in case you didn't notice when you hear this. Two homeless men are standing around bragging about their day, and the first hobo says, "Today I found $20 and I was able to buy a real nice hot meal. It was my luckiest day ever." And the second hobo says, "Oh yeah? My day was way better. I was at the train yard and I found a woman tied to the tracks. After I untied her, we fucked all day long." The first hobo's like, "Wow, did you get a blowjob?" The other one said, "No, I couldn't even find her head."
Oh.
I told you these are dark jokes. I'm on the...
That is sick, man.
Well, I know, and I told you, I warned you, and I wore my robe, so I'm safe.
Good.
She
You are.
means it too.
I think you need a couple of rosaries around your neck or something.
Okay, if somebody has rosaries, send them to me. A kid comes home from school.
Rosary.
He comes home from school, he runs to his mommy, and he goes, "Mom, I just found out I got the biggest dick in the whole 3rd grade. Is it because I'm black?" And the mom says, "No, it's probably because you're 18.
God.
Two nuns are biking down the cobblestone streets in Rome. "I have never come this way before," said one of the nuns, quite restlessly. And the other one said, "It's the cobblestones." God, I need to find one of those old roads to ride a bike on. All right, a married couple, down on their luck, decides to make a few extra bucks by reluctantly having the wife work at the quarter. After the first day, the husband picks her up. He says, "Hey, how'd you do?" And she says, "Pretty well. I made $200.50. Like, what asshole gave you 50 cents? She said, "Well, all of them."
Oh, God.
You guys know what's the best thing about dating homeless women? You can drop them off anywhere. What did the...
Get hell for telling that joke.
I know. I'm going to... Well, I got to get the rosary beads from somebody here. All right, so... What did the leper say to the prostitute? Keep the tip. Keep the tip. God. What did the cannibal do after he dumped his girlfriend? He wiped his ass.
Oh. Lucifer, come and get her.
A man from Texas buys a round of drinks for everyone in the bar as he announces his wife just produced a typical Texas baby boy weighing 20 pounds. Wow. Oh, congratulations were offered from all around, and everybody was like, wow. Well, 2 weeks later, it comes back to the bar, and the bartender says, "Hey, you're the father of that typical Texas baby that weighed 20 pounds at birth, aren't you? How much does the baby weigh now?" And the proud father says, 15 pounds. And the bartender's like, what? Why? What happened? He already weighed 20 pounds at birth. And the Texas father takes a slow sip from his beer, wipes his lips on his shirt sleeve, leans over and says, proudly, "I had him circumcised."
Circumcision.
Vampire. A vampire goes in a pub and asks for boiling water. The bartender's like, "I thought you only drank blood," and the vampire pulls out a used tampon and says, "I'm making tea tonight."
Oh, gross.
That's so gross. I mean, seriously. Oh, they had these.
Where you get the blood from?
Well, an elephant asked a camel, "Why are your breasts on your back?" "Well," said the camel, "I think that's a strange question from somebody whose dick is on his face." And what do a bungee jump and a hooker have in common? They're both cheap, fast, and if the rubber breaks, you're pretty much screwed.
Ooh.
How's tightrope walking like getting a blowjob from somebody really ugly? If you want to enjoy either one of them, you absolutely can't look down. What do you call two men fighting over a slut? Tug of war.
Tug of war.
Man went out hunting. He had all the gear, the jacket, the boots, the double-barreled shotgun. As he's climbing over the fence, he dropped the gun and it went off right on his penis. He rushed to the hospital and was taken into surgery. When he woke up, he found the doctor had done a marvelous job repairing his penis. He got ready to go home. The doctor gave him a business card. He says, "This is my brother's business card. This is my brother's card. I'll make an appointment for you to see him." The man's like, "Is your brother a doctor?" And the doctor says, "Well, no. He plays the flute. He'll show you where to put your fingers so you will not piss on your eye."
Oh, wow.
And that's my last one.
All right. Big hand for
Oh, why not? That was awesome. Way to go, why not?
I hope my robe saves me from hell. I don't know.
I love those are good.
What you wear?
Hey, Jim.
Yeah.
I see you standing up over there.
Yes.
You got some jokes?
Hey, Jim.
All right, y'all. Let's welcome up Jim.
Hi, Jim.
Hey, brother.
Hey, Jim.
Sorry. I'm sorry I stood up now because Wyatt did such a damn good job. She.
How'd you go? How'd you
I was going to go down in the
Nick,
history book.
I want everybody to applaud Nick here. He's up here. He's hosted this, even though his voice sounds just like Wyvern tonight. Good job. Good job.
Hey, Nick.
Oh, thank you.
I heard an elephant joke earlier. I have to tell my favorite elephant joke. They paint their nails multicolor so they can hide in a bowl of M&Ms.
That's the secret. Cool.
Yeah. So a man arrives in heaven and he's greeted by a solemn-looking guardian angel. Welcome, the angel says. Before you can enter, there's a few questions. Just routine. First, were you religious during your life? And man answers, no, not particularly. Very well, were you generous? Did you give to the poor and support any charities? No, not really. Okay, well, did you do any good deeds, like help a neighbor, volunteer, anything? I'm trying to work with you here. He says, no, nothing comes to mind. Well, unless something you did. Wait, yes, there is one time. He says, I was walking out of a store. I saw this old lady surrounded by a gang. They had taken her purse and they were shoving her and laughing at her. I couldn't stand for that, so I dropped my shopping bags. I ran over and shoved my way into the group and grabbed her purse and helped her to her feet. Then I got right in the face of the biggest, meanest ruffian. I pointed at him. I said, you're nothing but a coward. Then I spat in his face. The angel said, that's incredible. When did this happen? He looked at his watch and said, about 10 minutes ago. I used to work at a sawmill. My buddy got me the job. One afternoon, wham! My buddy gets too close to the blade and his arm is sliced clean off. Oh, no. I grabbed his arm, I threw it in a plastic bag, and we went to the hospital. And the next day I went to check in. He's already up. He's practicing his backhand on the tennis court. He says, modern medicine is something else. Weeks later at the sawmill, wham! He loses a leg in a freak accident. Once again, I scooped it up in my bag and I rushed him to the ESR, to the ER. The next day I stopped by and he's training for a marathon. He says, they can fix anything these days. So a month goes by and wham! He leaned in too close and his head flew off. Grabbed the head and stuck it in a plastic bag and rushed to the hospital again. Next day I went, there's no sign of my buddy anywhere. And I saw the doctor. I said, what happened to my buddy? I brought him in yesterday. The doctor said, yeah, we tried, but someone put his head in a plastic bag and he suffocated.
That's a good old joke for sure. Oh, God.
Chat abbreviations like LOL, TTYL, and so on. Then I learned there's a whole different set for people of advanced age. Did you know that BFF means my best friend fell?
Yeah, Phil.
LOL, little old lady.
Hello, lady.
Oh.
BTW, bring the wheelchair. TTYL, talk to you louder. Now we have BYOB, we all know what that is, but old people have BYOT, which is bring your own teeth. And LMDO, laughing my dentures out. There's GGPBL, which means gotta go, pacemaker battery low.
God.
ROFLACGU, rolling on the floor and can't get up. IF, forgot where I was. ATD at the doctor's. And finally TOT, tucking on toilet. Baltimore Ravens kicker is being investigated by the NFL for allegations of sexual misconduct at 16 massage parlors around Baltimore. The investigation was taking so long, Commissioner Goodell said, well, it takes time visiting each and every parlor.
That it does.
Yeah, he's getting some of that too.
Sure wasn't Deshaun Watson?
I don't know who that is, but I live in Baltimore,
Deshaun
so
Watson.
out of town.
He was a quarterback for the Texans who got accused of sexual misconduct with massage therapists.
If we're going to do this all night, we're going to be all night because there's only a few that haven't, okay?
Like 22 women.
Right? Yes.
I'm driving very early in the morning, no traffic, and I go to change lanes, and normally I don't use my signal in those cases, but, I mean, who's going to see it, right? What am I going to run into? But I bought this new car, and it has driver assist, which means if you don't use your signal, it bings and bongs and lights flash. So I have to signal for no one, or else my car wants to arm wrestle with me.
Damn.
So I took my hands off the steering wheel, and it keeps me in the lane, but 15 seconds pass by, and the lights are flashing again, and a sign reads, "Keep your hands on the wheel." Stupid. Some will insist it's a smart car. I don't know. I have a door in my house, and I think it's having an identity crisis. When it's open a little, it doesn't know if it's a door or if it's ajar.
God.
I got one more joke. I just want to tell you before I do tell my last joke that I'll be performing this Friday at Robin Tune. It's 5:00 p.m. an hour of my music. So if you're interested in hearing my music, I'll hand you a note card in a minute.
Yeah, please do.
All right.
Sure.
Friday.
My girlfriend asked me to fix some things around the house, but she complained, "Honey, the grass is way too high. Can you cut it?" And I asked her, "What do I look to you like? To you, a landscaper?" Sink started dripping. She said, "Can you fix it?" And I asked again, "What do I look like to you, a plumber?" A couple of days later, I arrived from work. The lawn was mowed and the faucet was repaired, and it surprised me. And I asked her, "What happened?" She smiled and said, "Well, our new neighbor came over and took care of everything." I asked her, "How did you pay him?" I asked, "How did you pay him?" She told me, "Well, he gave me two options: have sex or bake a cake." And I asked, "Well, what kind of cake was it?" And she said, "What do I look like to you, Rachel Ray?"
I thought it was Betty Crocker.
All right, Jim.
Hey, Jim Brown!
Hey,
Good job, good
Awesome.
job.
Actually, it was Betty Crocker. I updated it to Rachel Ray.
She did, you did
Way to go, Jim. Awesome
Good
job.
job.
Well done, Jimbo.
Thank you.
All right. Y'all, we kind of late in the hour. And I don't know if everybody got their chance to get up here. So, I'll do an open mic call right now. If anybody got a few in their back pocket.
Brazier? Who wears braziers?
My brassiere right here. I got one. Oh, that's fine.
Should have two. I'm not sure what's going on there.
Come on, somebody, anybody, or say no. Ron, dude.
Dang. Well, he's smart. He's really smart.
Whoops.
That's a good. Sorry, Bob. Good one.
Thank you, Nick.
Thank you, Jim.
You're welcome.
It was a real
Yours
good
were
night.
too, Bonnie.
Real good. I'm glad you recorded it.
I didn't see. I'm not seeing. I don't see any stream on the channel. I don't.
Thank you for hosting.
It's not on the channel.
Everybody,
Don't forget to tip the cash register. I'm behind
oh
the
my
ball.
lord, my avatar is walking all over.
Day after tomorrow. That's what
Not-
Thursday.
I've got one
Not sure
totally
what-
incorrect joke that I forgot to tell.
In.
I was going with in Texas a friend of mine from Germany, and he said, "Hey man, this is it's unfair." And I said, "What's unfair?" It's like you can't find any good bagels in Germany. I said, "Well, whose fault is that?"
Or somebody give him the crucifix beads because he needs protection after that one. Yeah.
Oh, maybe not. Where am I? Hey, Seeker.
Great show, Nick. Good job.
Hey.
As you.
Bye, everybody.